serious?
What is going on, you guys? Verso here. We're back with another video, and today we're going to be checking out yet another deck. Now, I love this deck. This is definitely a grinder deck. You're going to go into a lot of overtime battles with this one, but it definitely protects you from dropping those trophies, which obviously everybody wants. So let's get into this deck. So the main point of this deck is to use the rocket to attack your opponent's towers. Now, that's going to be most of the damage. Now, the rest of the cards are going to play defense, so that's why we have the cannon, the Tesla, the barbs, the spear goblins, the archers, and my favorite card of all, the skeleton army. So you're going to be patient. You're going to wait for the opponent to make a mistake and use that rocket to punish them. And the beauty is that you can't really get countered because you're not playing a lot of offense except for that rocket, which is great. Alright, so let's get into some replays and see how this deck works. Alright, you guys, so this is our first replay. It's pretty epic. I'm really excited to show it to you guys. So we're matched up against P. Mully, who's a level 8 player, and this was pretty epic. Alright, so we don't have our rocket to start, so we're going to go ahead and play defensively before we get that rocket, and we can drop it on one of his towers. So he starts off with the Ice Wizard. We're going to go ahead and drop that Fireball to do some damage to the tower and take out that Ice Wizard. Didn't quite take out the Ice Wizard, but we did do some damage, and now he's building up a push on that right side. He does have that Ice Wizard and some archers to back up, but we take out the Ice Wizard. Now he drops the Giant right away, and we're actually going to take the Giant out with those barbs. Now, as I was saying before, those barbs are really clutch on defense, and they did take out that Giant no problem. They are making a push towards that tower, but they're not really going to get there. So we're going to go ahead and drop that first rocket and do some damage to that tower on the right side. Now, we're not worried about that Tesla at all because we're not really making a push. So we can just wait for him to keep that Tesla, and he can put up more buildings, and we don't really care because we're not really making a push. We're just dropping rockets, and so it's not really a problem for us. But we do want to have buildings ourselves because we want to protect our towers from getting attacked. So that was a perfect use of the Fireball there. We did some damage to both that Knight and the Ice Wizard. He drops off that 10 elixir cost Musketeer card, 3 Musketeers, and it just didn't work there. We took them out, did a lot of damage with that Fireball, and then dropped the barbs, and it was game over. So he just wasted a lot of elixir on that card, and it did no damage. So that was perfect for us. He is going to go and try to use that card again further in the battle, but as you will see, it's not really going to work for him. Alright, so we're just waiting. 60 seconds left. We did do some considerable damage on that tower already, and we're going to go ahead with our third rocket now. Should have waited for that Giant to get closer so we could have done some more damage, but didn't happen. It's okay. Now he's building a push on that right side again. He does have the Giant and the Ice Wizard. So we dropped another Fireball, did some damage to the Giant, and now we have a bit of a push going here. He does have the Giant and those 3 Musketeers once again. We are putting up that cannon to distract the Giant and the Musketeers, and we dropped some barbs as well. Now, there's 2 Musketeers left. We're going to take one out, and the other one is going to take out our Tesla. Not to worry, though, we're still good. So we took the rest of the troops there out with the Fireball, and now we just have that Giant to worry about. Again, we distract the Giant with that cannon there and send in some archers, and we're going to take care of that Giant pretty quickly there. Again, he goes ahead with that 3 Musketeer card, and we just drop some barbs and take them out pretty quickly. He does drop the Fireball, but by that point, it didn't really do much. So we go ahead once again with our rocket. We're not really worried about the Tesla again because we're not really making a push. We're just waiting for an opportunity to drop the rocket. Now he does again have a bit of a push going here, but we're just going to put up buildings to prevent him from getting to that tower. Now he's not going to make a push on the left side because he did do some damage on the right side, so he's going to want to finish that off. There's 23 seconds left. He does have a Giant coming, and he drops a Fireball, but we go ahead and drop that rocket, and now that tower is pretty much done. We drop a Fireball, and it's game over. So as you can see, a grinder deck. It really went into overtime, but we did get a win. Alright, let's get into the next one. Alright, you guys, so in this one we're matched up against a level 7 player, so this should be an easier battle than the last one. Alright, so he sends us an angry emoji just because there is a level mismatch, and that's fine. I'll take that any day of the week. So we're going to go ahead and start things off with the cannon, start building up our defense, make sure he doesn't get to our towers, and just wait for an opportunity to fire off that rocket. He does have that musketeer. We take it out pretty quickly with the goblins, and the goblins go on to make a little bit of a push for that tower. We follow up with the archers, but they're going to get quickly taken out by those barbs, and that didn't really work there. Alright, so now we have to worry about the barbs. We drop that Tesla, and they're going to take out those barbs pretty quickly there. Alright, so now we have pretty much full elixir, so we're ready to fire off that first rocket. So we go ahead and do that on the left side, just because there's a little bit of damage to that tower already. And now he sends in the hog. We're going to go ahead and drop another cannon to take out that hog. And now we have a bit of a lead and a building up. Alright. So now he did drop that bomber tower. Not to worry though, because we're not really making a push. So we don't really have to do anything because it's just going to expire and not touch any of our troops. So we do drop the fireball to do a little bit of damage to that tower as well as the bomber tower. He sends in the archers. We're going to go ahead and counter with the spear goblins. We're going to do some damage to that musketeer and drop that Tesla, and it's going to take out the musketeer as well. Alright, so things are looking good here. He does have a bit of a push going here with the barbs and the hog. Not to worry, we have that clutch skeleton army card. It's going to take out both the barbs as well as the hog rider. And he drops another bomber tower, which is perfect for us because we can go ahead and drop that rocket. Alright, so now he does have the archers coming in, but again, we're going to go ahead and drop that cannon. It's going to take out the archers and the musketeer, followed up by the Tesla, which actually takes out the musketeer. Alright, so now he does have the barbs coming, which is perfect. He dropped them perfectly for us because now we can drop that fireball and do some damage to the tower as well. So now we have our own barbs that are coming for the barbs, and boom, he did have a rocket all along, but he is using it too late in the game. So now we're actually going to go ahead and win just because there's almost no HP left on that tower. So one more rocket and it's game over. Alright, so there's 7 seconds left. He has a hog. We're going to take it out with the barbs there and this rocket, and it's game over. So there you go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this deck. It's really awesome. Definitely protects your trophies from dropping, because the worst thing that happens usually is that you get a draw, which is not too bad. So definitely check out this deck. Let me know what you think. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.